All right, guys, how's it going? We are connecting online, YouTube, Facebook. Awesome stuff. Let me transition in here. Okay. All right, we are in. Okay, welcome. Frago, how's it going, bro? Instagram, welcome. We are now live on YouTube. I want to give people a chance to connect, so give about 5 minutes. We're going to be streaming. Like I said, this is like week 2 into this thing, and this is like streaming on YouTube. If you want to see the screen share, because right now I'm sharing my screen, YouTube, Facebook, multiple Facebook groups actually, LinkedIn and Periscope. So we're streaming to multiple platforms, and then also on Instagram. Frago, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. He's given saying loves the content, and I'm doing my best, bro. I'm doing my best. So this right here, I'm gonna share the screen. This is the free for all Fridays. So I'm trying to theme each day free for all Friday. I keep forgetting that. I'm so involved in everything. And then Zoom is where, and it's actually a good shout out. This is where you can actually connect and talk live during this session. So if you want to get on, and this is recorded and shared with others, you can ask me a live question, talk to me live right now, which is really awesome. So youtube.com/tech money talks. And also we are on um, Facebook. One second here. I'm just adjusting the mic. Let me make sure we're connected. Okay, I think that should be fine. Yeah. Okay, so you can connect to Zoom. We are now live and enabled on Zoom. So if you want to jump in and actually have ask a live question on the show, feel free to jump in and do that, and we'll be able to take it on. And we actually looks like we have a live caller joining already. So let's have you join in, and we'll dive into the live questions because you're admitted right away, so that's cool. And we'll give you a chance to connect with your mic, and let me know how the audio is going and if you guys are able to hear okay. I think that's important as well. So Talata, can you hear me? And let me know because I don't hear you just yet. I'll give her a chance to talk, and when she jumps in, then you guys can let me know how the audio is going. If if the audio sounds doing pretty good or what. If you can give a thumbs up, be sure to actually share this with somebody right now, and then also drop a question in the chat because I'm able to see that as well. And somebody said, "What's the giveaway about?" That's what we're going to go through. So if you see the screen, stay to the very end. That's what you're going to find out at the very end, what the giveaway is. So really good stuff. So it's all Friday. Deborah, how you doing? You made it. Happy Friday to everybody. And Talata, I'm not sure if you actually able to join the audio. Let me know if you can. I'm going to give you a chance. So we got a couple of people here. Looks like we got another caller that's joining in. So let me put Talata in the waiting room, and let's take this other caller. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but once you join, let me know if you can hear, and we'll take your call live. But you're gonna be live on this Tech Money Talks live. Ask BMac. The Zoom link. What's the Zoom link? It's bit.ly/askbmaczoom. And it's capital letters. And actually, for those that are on Instagram, you can't see my screen, but I'll show you the screen right here. Hey, I hear you. How's it going? So take a picture of that, those on Instagram. Let me know if you can hear me. You still there? I'm going to unmute you if you can. Let me know if you still hear me and if you're still there. This is live and all that kind of stuff, but you guys can actually jump in. I think I hear you now. Looks like you muted yourself again. I'll give you another chance to see if you can unmute yourself and go ahead and try talking again. I don't hear anything. There. Okay, I hear him, but I don't hear him clearly. So I'd say maybe give it another try. Try from your phone. I don't know if you guys know that Zoom is actually available on your phone as well. So that's something that you can do. And let me try Talata again. I'm gonna add her in here. So there's people that are joining the waiting room. You can go to Zoom. It's bit.ly slash askbmac Zoom. And that's how you can connect to the Zoom. If you can see the screen, you're going to see the links there and you get more information. So, like I said, I'll toggle for those on Instagram. I got the screen that's going and there's a live screen share and people joining in. You go to Ask BMac Zoom and you're going to be able to see and connect with a lot of people. So if you want to see the screen, then get on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, let's try one more here, and then we'll dive into some content. Let's see if we can get Oscar in. Oscar, let me know if you hear me. What's up, bro? Oscar, how's it going? Let me know if you hear me. I don't hear you just yet, but I'll keep talking. So I'm giving you guys a chance to join, and this is live. We're just, well, you know what? And it's kind of cool as people are joining in and catching up. We take these first, 5-10 minutes or so to give people a chance to join. Oscar, I don't hear you just yet. You can go ahead and try unmuting yourself.
Hello?
Oscar, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, you are live. Tech Money Talks live right now. You got a bunch of people hearing you. Thanks for joining us today on Friday for sure, man. Uh, what's
Thank
going
you.
on, man?
Just right here, trying to get some new information, learn about drop shipping and the e-com space and new things that are happening.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, well, you plugged into the right place for sure, and I think it's a really great thing. And what's your question today?
My question would be probably what are the trends that are skyrocketing and taking off right now? Like, what would you think are they?
Very good point, and very good question. So the number one trend that is kicking off is everything related to, I would say, stuck at home because we got a whole realm of um, new things that are changing, and everybody's stuck at home. It's creating new problems, but that's creating new opportunities. So for those that are looking to stay in front of things, those are new opportunities there. And I'll even bring up my screen here. Let me see if I have it. Ooh, I actually have it up. So if you're able to see my screen, this is actually continuing off a part of the research. So I'm not sure if you caught the previous session. I think we did Wednesday. Wednesday was like, the theme was what to sell Wednesdays and picking up on all the trends. So we talked about Trend Hunter, which is getting in front of the curve there. We saw some opportunities there and also Google Trends and some tools. And we talked about, I think this was yesterday, we talked about this product, which was the Nano hearing aid. And this particular tool that I'm pulling up, it's another paid tool. A lot of pros use it. It's called Intelligence, and here they have a feature. It's called the Store Inspector. So here we can find out a little bit more. If you caught yesterday's session, where we were picking up on what they were doing, people were wondering what kind of volume that they're doing. Look at this estimated volume per sales. Is this too small? Let me make it bigger. Okay, so I'm making the screen bigger for you guys, but it's changing the layout. But either way, this is about the numbers. Look at this. Estimated daily sales on the low end, $28,000 on the low end. On the medium end, $41,000. and the high end $57,000. Just in the hearing aid, they're I think they're one of the few in this space, and then they're actually doing it well, which is really cool. So this is giving us more stats. Like I said, this is a new trend that I'm going to be tapping into. Let's see, social info. It didn't pull up. I was hoping it was going to pull up their. I know they're running Facebook ads, but I just haven't had a chance to connect to it just yet. Let's see what their traffic analysis is showing here. So yesterday, what I showed you was a tool that was called SimilarWeb, and that's actually free. This one's not, so I guess I won't spend too much time in here. But I was in the middle of doing the research as we were picking up. So this is one of the things that I'm actually looking to get in front of. But to go back to your question, Oscar, I would say definitely the stuff. Revisit the stuff that we talked about on Wednesday related to finding what to sell, and we're going to do that every Wednesday. Um, picking up on research, getting in front of the trends, because every product has a life cycle. If you guys caught that, right? So, oh, people are saying I can't see. If you want to see the screen, Instagram, connect to YouTube or Facebook. They're like they can't see the screen because you're not going to see the whole screen here from. I'm sorry. So Instagram's like I can't see the screen. Connect to YouTube.com and Facebook.com. But what I was going to mention here was that getting in front of the trends is really important. So we're going to do that every Wednesday, and there's a whole suite of tools that we're going to be able to dive into. This particular one is one that's shining that we're going to be gathering some more information. But the takeaway is this: focus on the new problems to solve. Stuck at home, new problems to solve. And if even if you catch on, even take a look at some of the people that have been previous guests on the podcast. Take a look at some of their, the ones that are on YouTube. Take a look at some of their recent posts. Nazarati, who was actually did a live session here last, was it this week or last week? I'm kind of losing my weeks here. Um, she did some really good YouTube videos talking about tactics and stuff that's crushing it for her. Alex Hampton, I just saw him producing one. So there's a lot of others too. So a lot of the people that have been featured guests on the podcast, check them out as well. Check out their YouTube videos recently and stuff that's taken place within the past couple of weeks, 2, 3 weeks. They're starting to show their results of what they did 2 to 3 weeks prior, and they're sharing it on YouTube. So it's about a month away, but still, there's new things that are changing, and if you can be quick to react, time to market, a little bit faster, and that's the exact reason why I'm doing these live sessions here, is because we need to act fast as well. So this type of stuff, like I said, doing these Fridays, and I'm trying to do a themed approach and so on, which is that okay now we can get current information and stuff that I like to call like ninja techniques, right? So these ninja style techniques that are going through, and you guys can get access to that right away. So Oscar, yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That was a really really good question there for sure, man. Okay, let me put him in the waiting room, and really good stuff. So let me dive into this. I won't spend too much time in intelligence. I think we'll save that maybe till next week. But this is another tool that you could take a look at. It's a paid tool, so I don't think this goes with the theme of the free Fridays, but it's something that you should definitely take a look at. In the meantime, drop your questions here as well. And I'd say, I'll try to answer them along the way. But one of the things I'm going to bring up again, remember how I talked about yesterday, if you caught, this is a way I use this a lot. Envato, Themeforest, they do a lot of things related to graphic design, audio, video, everything, just professional quality. And if you kind of caught on, if you like some of the stuff that I do, and I'm no like really excellent graphic designer, but you can stand on the shoulders of giants here, right? And you can get a lot of great stuff and produce it easily. And they give you this here. They do a monthly thing. So here it's May 1st. Today is May 1st, and now they gave um, May's free items here. So here we got this uh, responsive HTML website. Here they got a code that's for WooCommerce. So something here, what is this called? Advanced variable product attributes, which is pretty cool. So widgets to enhance WooCommerce. 3D video thing looks like a 3D of social media stuff, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you might want that 3D effect of Facebook, YouTube, stuff like that. Actually, I kind of like that a lot. I might make use out of that. A photo. So here's one free stock photo that you can use and download for free. Graphic. This is like, ooh, wow. So this is creating an infographic. So this is the whole thing. Infographics is cool, especially if you're staying current, and especially if you want to use that to enhance like your product information and talk about it to tell the story. Tell a story through graphics, and this is a template for you to do that, which is pretty cool. And it's free. So yeah, the last month, you know what I want to say? Oh yeah, so Daniel's bringing up they had a Black Friday thing. Yeah, Envato does a lot of giveaways, and around the Black Friday time, they do some special giveaways around special seasonal holidays. They do a really great job. Here's an audio here. Let me see if I could play it for you guys. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it. Little loud. Little loud for me. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but is basically a mountains acoustic music theme. And you know what? If you guys were on live yesterday, they had it was the end of the month of April, and they had a really great audio that I wanted to use with that nano thing. And guess what, folks? I forgot to grab it. Here I am talking about grab the free stuff, but this is the first of the month, and it was in the back of my mind to grab these things and download it. Literally, just it's a free account. You can create a free account, um, and the rest of their stuff they just sell it as like templates. You could buy something for $7 or different prices, um, but they give this free for the month. So I think it's really cool. I won't spend too much time talking about this, but I think it was really cool, but I missed April, which is just unfortunate for sure. But it goes back into a lot of things, folks. Let me see what I have here in the PowerPoint. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, I did mention this yesterday, is the traffic secrets. So here you can get a copy of the free book, which is traffic.techmoneytalks.com. It's still in pre-release. The stuff that I do, connected with ClickFunnels and Russell Brunson, I'll show you a quick picture, which I thought was pretty cool. I've been on the inside track, with Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels, and I use that to enhance the power of drop shipping to get more sales. And it's just a really great thing. So I mentioned this yesterday for the first time. This is how you can get the book for free. And if you were on yesterday, we talked about those ninja marketing tactics, right? So we talked about those ninja marketing tactics where you could actually do things and get into the psychology of the shopper, the buyer. There's buying habits, and we even covered, a quick little recap. We talked about how dopamine, the there's things that go into the person's brain where there's dopamine that gets released into the person's brain as they're shopping and buying. And that's the reason why we build out the funnels and that is so successful, because as the person comes in, I'm going to jump to this slide that shows a bigger picture of the funnel. Um, People are opting in for what I call that irresistible offer. So you create an irresistible offer. Number one, irresistible offer is something that they want. They see a viral product that they're excited about. Two, it's an irresistible offer. And then once they come in, then it becomes a whole psychological game. And like I said, things are going on and you're tapping into the mind. And what we're doing here is that we're tapping in. So when they come in, one of the first things we say, well, hey, there's a limit. There's a limit to what you can buy. The maximum you can get is 5. And when just by doing that subtle thing right there, it's like they're wondering, whoa, What do people want to do? They're wondering, why can't I buy more than 5? They want to do something that they were told that they can't do. And all of a sudden, people are buying 3, 5, and so on because they're hoping that they could buy more because there's things that are going on. So that's called the quantity boost. And what does it do? It increases the average order value. And then here we have the concept that's called the order bump. This order bump is the feature of where, imagine like you're in the checkout line, say at the grocery store, and as you're checking out, what do you see on both sides of the aisle as you're about to check out? There's some items that, you just want to add it to your shopping cart. You're doing this here virtually in your website. So that's the real thing. And like I said, it taps into the dopamine that's going on in the shopper's brain, and it tells them that, oh yeah, they feel good. That means that they're feeling good and they feel even better. Yeah, let me add this to the shopping cart. Now the next thing, and this is a good tip, I want to help explain this. Just give me a minute to explain it to you guys, which is, see that red line? Let me change this here for Instagram. If you could see, look at this red line, the checkout line. So I'm showing my phone here for Instagram to see. That checkout line is where they are able to enter the credit card they checked out. Instead of just going to the receipt page, they go to what's called an upsell. And they're given this one-time offer. They're getting a special one-time offer that they won't find anywhere else. And because they're a new customer, here you go. And they're given an option. One, a nice big green button that says you can add it to your order, or a link that says, no, thank you. Now, what happens there is that they're given that option. If they want to buy it, they add it to their cart. They don't have to enter their credit card information again. So did you catch that? They don't have to enter their credit card information to add to their order. And what's going on, they're feeling good about what they're doing right now. They're excited. They got a special offer and they're able to quickly add that again. And they go through this funnel where, okay, let's see how hot the buyer is. Like, I'm focusing now on the hot buyer. Just from cold traffic, now you're able to see how hot the buyer is. And it's a really cool thing. And like I said, that gets into the psychological habits of the shopper. And this thing is powerful, folks. I'm telling you, it's powerful. So we talk about this stuff, and it's a new concept that came about, which I call dropship funnels, because it's basically leveraging the power of ClickFunnels and putting it on Shopify dropshipping. So it's a mashup, and that's what I talk about here. So as we're going to dive into, let me share this on the screen. So you can get the book. One is getting the book for free, traffic.techmoneytalks.com. In there, like I said, it covered like some ninja tactics, how you can do things in the back there, so which was pretty cool. But let me go through some things here that's going to lead to what I was talking about, the free offer. So this is stuff that I give within our insiders group, and within our insiders group, what I deliver here is swipe folders. So it's a concept like of all the research that goes on. And let me see if I have it actually on my screen. I don't. I wish I did. But there's you can see a picture here, a screenshot. So doing the research, competitor sites, finding the suppliers, Facebook ads related to it, all the research that comes for the products, I'm able to share that with you guys, which is really cool. As we're proving out new products, what's selling, everybody wants to know, right? What products are selling, and that's the research that's done. Here, right here, you can actually get this for free. So let me blow this up and make it bigger for you guys that are watching the screen. Oops, sorry. So I'm making this bigger. Hopefully you could see that link, and take a screenshot of that and then go to that bit.ly link. And actually, for those on Instagram, there's the bit.ly link. Take that and you can actually have access to the file for free, which is awesome. So that's one really good tip. But let me show you what's involved here. So some of the stuff that I do is related to, some of the things, what is selling, but it still needs work, right? So I prove out some things, what's selling, it's still needs some work though. So everything's about improving, right? Here's another one. Here's one that didn't sell. So I was like, okay, this one launched, but it didn't sell. Not everything's a home run, folks. It doesn't just happen all that. Even for BMAC, things just don't happen all of a sudden. So the name of the game is testing. Then again, there's some that's selling, but it needs work. But then we get to the point where, okay, wow, we got a good one. And when we have a good one, this is actually a really cool concept. So now, like, okay, wow, okay, now this is crushing it. And then here, breaking it down as far as the worksheets, like how is it actually working? Let me share my screen again for Instagram. You can see that we got the breaking it down, the cost per purchase, what's in the funnel, and this was like the very first week. And in this case, the quantity boosts and order bumps were taken off, and they didn't buy the one-time offers. And what did that mean? It meant that the hook, the story, the offer for the one-time offers was not strong enough yet. Now the one-time offers are selling. So into the next week, it meant improve, and it started selling. But then it basically able to track the profit, stuff like that. So this kind of thing, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be giving this funnel away uh, to you guys for free. So I'm going to give it away for free to the first 5 responders, and it's going to be really awesome stuff that you can just like everything's there. The whole swipe folder, the funnel to import, and then actually the Facebook ads for you to use for that. Everything's going to be laid out for you guys. So, like I said, it's using the concept of dropship funnels here. And what I put together here was also some worksheets. So these are the worksheets that I do to actually build out the funnels, and it goes through here, which is pretty awesome. So that's one particular sheet. There's another one that breaks down like the cost and the shipping and things like that. And here's one here, which is actually what I use to break down, is it profitable or not? So I'm going to share with you the screen here and actually take a screenshot of this to see, just to take a screenshot of this to see that, okay, is it that you can now track your numbers and make sure that it's profitable. So one of the things that I was going to go through here is that, okay, this is another part of the special offer, which is, okay, we're starting to give now 7-day free access to the insiders group. And in the insiders group, I think I talked about that before in previous days. Like I said, you get access to a lot of stuff that's in here when we do live stream product research. Like, we got a whole workshop just dedicated to finding the winners, what to sell. Then we go into actually how do you build out your own funnels the same way I do. And then I'm sharing with the insiders group everything here. All the latest VIP access to ClickFunnels. That's the information I'm sharing. And then stuff related to creating Facebook ads and stuff like that. All the power of marketing that goes into there. So we already know about that. But the first 5 responders are going to get coaching calls, and this is the steps. So these are steps. First, you can see that I'm just now getting things off the ground. This is the second week into doing this for YouTube and like Facebook Live. So what I could use is your support. So in return, if you could like, subscribe, tag a friend who needs it, and then drop a comment that says "Yo BMac." So the first 5 that go through those steps, then I'm gonna give away that funnel that I just showed you, and then also free access to the insiders group that you're able to 7-day free access there. And the coaching call, right? So the coaching call, which I normally charge about $200 for the coaching call, the first 5 are going to get that for free. So all of that put together, this is the thing here. So hopefully this stuff was helpful, informative, and this is just the beginning, folks. So we're the second week into this, and now I figured, okay, we're doing this daily. Let's make it themed oriented. So let's make this thing theme oriented. And what we're going to do on Monday, this is really important. So I want to give you a heads up about Monday. I've noticed this trend, and this is live, folks. I noticed this trend over the past couple of weeks, especially when I did the work from home summit. There's a good number of people right now that, I mean, even though, Shopify drop shipping, there's a good number of people that don't have money for Facebook ads. They don't have money for Facebook ads right now. And I recognize that. And it's a reason why I did this course. And this was a couple of years ago, actually. And let me see if I can pull it up real quick for you guys. If you don't mind, let me tell you about this. Do you guys mind if I tell you uh, how to make money with no money? Do you guys mind if I do that? If you can, drop a comment. If you want me to show you how do you make money with no money, meaning not having to spend on Facebook ads, then I'll show you. Um, it's called right now the old what I called this 2 years ago. I'm gonna bring this over. 1 second. This is really cool stuff. So, like I said, how to make money with no money. Right here, folks. Um, And actually, I'd say, for the first five that take action, like I mentioned, I'll throw in this course for you for free as well. So this is live, and I'm just now thinking I'll add this to you. This is how to make money with no money. And if you subscribe on YouTube, you can actually check out a video. This is what I did. Let me toggle the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. I actually did a YouTube video because I was at like a happy hour and I was showing somebody that I was like, hey, you could actually, post this. And I posted it real easily that night. And by the next morning, I saw that I had 14 sales. I didn't run any ads. I got 14 sales. And what happened was just like, the, I was like, wow, it's about $10 profit per sale. And it was the next morning. I was like, I got to do a YouTube video. So I did a video. Watch it. It's an older video, but it's it was really cool. So then I was like, okay, well let me share this with the concept here. It's a small, quick, easy course to follow, but it's actually how you make money with no money. And I'm going to talk about this more in depth on Monday. So the theme for Monday is how to make money with no money, and then I would say for the first five that subscribe, so we'll give this to you for free as well. So a bunch of stuff here. So we got this course. You can of course get 7-day free access to the insiders group, but the first five are going to get coaching calls with me one-on-one, and I typically charge $200 for that. Just take these few steps: like, subscribe, tag a friend, say yo BMac, and then I'll be sure to send everything to you. But on Monday, be sure to connect because I think that's going to help out a lot of people as well. So I did see a comment here. What happened to the DevOps course? That's in the works, man. That's in the works as well. So shout out to MS on YouTube, and thanks for bringing that up. The original concept of Tech Money Talks was talking about all the opportunities, even career. And he's mentioning DevOps. Even in times like this, a technology career is still very stable. In the last recession, when thousands of people lost their job, it was technical skills that still had a strong career and income. So that's in the works. Keep a lookout for that for sure, because I see that as a need again. So what I want to put together there is for people, DevOps, cloud engineering. It's one of the things that you can be on the very edge and get a six-figure career. And you actually don't even have to be a coder too much. It's just like knowing if some of the steps and know the workflow, it's not that hard. There's huge demand. So, I mean, that's a good thing too. So, here you can get that career, but then also work on your side hustle here to earn that additional income. The lessons learned, folks, is that, having a good earned income as a career is good, but you should have already been working on your side hustle, side income. So everybody that took action before, this whole like world pandemic, they're doing pretty good. They got income coming in, and now some of them are like really crushing it because the buying habits have shifted. Mass number of people are now buying online. Who's benefiting right now? The ones who are already in position to sell. Does that mean it's too late for you to get in? No. It means that you can get in, get plugged in. If you're plugged in here right now, you're in a good space. Listen to the podcast, plug in here. Uh, you can quickly ramp up. I mean, you can actually launch with I did workshops where we can actually launch a store within a couple hours. So you can actually do this very quickly if you know what you're doing. It's not hard. You just need to learn the steps. Yeah, I was just had a conversation with Deborah who was on, and we talked about it. It's kind of like driving a car, right? If you didn't know anything your first time out, it seems really complicated, right? You got the wheel, the brake, got to look, all these things you're consciously thinking about. It seems hard. But now think about how you drive if you drive. You barely even think about it, if at all, right? You're driving, boom. Sometimes you might even be in your own thought and not even realize, man, how did I get here? Because you get it to a point where you're training your subconscious. Once you learn, it's just an amazing thing for sure. So the power of the brain that goes on, I mean, we talked about dopamine, but also the power of the brain, really powerful. And so this stuff is not hard. The only thing is that either you haven't done it yet or you haven't learned it yet. So plug into the right space, just like this. Listen to the podcast. You'll hear other people done it within the past year, within the past 2 years. And this is your time to do it now. So, like the saying goes, when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the second best time? Right now. So take action right now. And I'm doing my part. If you caught the work from home summit, you know my history. And when I shared, stuff about how I got started, I mean, this is now like the third recession going through. And I remember the reason why I went into business was because I realized that I could create an e-commerce store, code it back then because there wasn't a Shopify or ClickFunnels back then. You actually needed a coder, and I developed that for someone who lost their job, and that e-commerce site became their livelihood. He was able to support his wife and two daughters, and he became very successful after that. That's my story, my journey. That's the reason why I do this kind of stuff. I talked about that in the Work from Home Summit, but I won't talk too much further. But this kind of stuff is awesome. So I really appreciate your time. Happy Friday. Stay safe out there, and just stay plugged in. Keep a lookout Monday. Monday's going to be really awesome. So Monday's going to be really awesome. And like I said, it's how to make money with no money, and that's going to be the theme for Monday. All right, folks, take care.